Oh, dude. Hey, everybody. This is the end of Teddy's second week of training with us here at Best Paw Forward. I'm going to show you what I've been working on with him in terms of calmly requesting affection from people. He was just getting a little bossy while I was starting the camera. So I want to see if I ignore him long enough, if I can, like, what he'll do, if he'll go into a sit like that. Good job, buddy. Good job. I don't care too much if he stays in the sit right now because he's getting a really good habit of doing that. But usually, like, when he comes out of his kennel for a session, that's when he'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited that we're doing something together. And then he'll start pawing at me. He'll like jump on me and stuff. So good boy. Good job, buddy. That's a good man. That's a good man. Ready? Get it. And so I'm still like doing some tree tosses away from me to also still like kind of create value of being away from me. It doesn't have to be good job, buddy. Good job, buddy. That's your good boy. Because food being away from me does create value in there being space between us, but it also just kind of gives him a little, you can do a little zoom. I am going to get on his level and show you how I handle when he gets all up in my business and my space. Not the most polite thing that he could be doing, and we want to start to practice good behavior around that. Off. This is, I told him off 3 times. I don't want that to be meaningless to him. So I just gently grabbed his harness and I removed him from me because that's what he needs sometimes. So I'm going to wait for him to sit before I give him any kind of attention. And this is going to take time for him to develop, but he's already been showing really quick progress with it here. And that's really awesome. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. Because the more he's able to practice here, the easier it'll be for him at home. Off. No. Since he's a little bit closer to my face and he does tend to get a little, like, snappy, that was a quicker response on my end. Good job, buddy. Good job. He just tried to dive in my treat pouch. So we'll address that for sure. All the puppies do. I want to give him a chance to not jump this time. Nice boy. Good job, kiddo. Good job, kiddo. Thank you for the kisses. I want to see if I do one more toss away. Go find it. It went that way. Okay, for the sake of time, you can have another one. I'm going to see if he'll do it one more time where he comes up to me instead and just sits instead of jumping on top of me. Yes, nice boy. Nice boy, Ted. He truly does just want to be loved on, but he does it in a way that is rather pushy. So by practicing this every day, we've been making a lot of progress and a lot of headway with how he approaches wanting to be affectionate with people. So I'm going to pause here, and then I'm going to show you something that you can try at home with his place activity. Hey everybody, I'm back with Teddy, and I am going to show you the concept of tethering him to things. He is going to be frustrated. This is not supposed to be fun. Place. Good. Nice boy. So he's used to sessions where I put him on place and then I make him stay there and then I free him, but he is now expected to place. Good. He's expected to stay there, and he is attached to this board here. So anytime he gets off of it, I just put him right back on, and I want him to see the value in staying on it. So when he is calm and he is just hanging out on place, I'm just going to put a kibble on the place board. So that way it's almost like the reward is coming from place and not from me. If I were to hand it to him and feed him directly out of my hand, that would not be the same kind of concept. So he's watching me, he's watching my movement, but he's still on place. I would like him to be laying down, but that's a little bit of too much of an expectation, place. Nope. But the benefit of him being tethered to the board, good boy, is that it does not require my intervention. I do not have to get up if he were to walk off that way. He's attached to this. He is not attached to me. I don't have the leash on the floor, so I don't have to go follow him. But he might frustrate himself, and that's kind of the idea. So I'm just gonna kind of walk around, see what he does. But he's still staying on that board. Yep. Until now. Place. Good. Place. So it'll take him some time, place, to learn and understand the idea. But all I want is for him to stay on the board and receive the reward from the place board, or if you're at home, like blanket, towel, bed, whatever you're using. Good boy. I don't want him to be necessarily like jumping up on me if he gets frustrated, because that's something he will do. If he's frustrated or if he's feeling impatient, he will just jump up on me. He also does it out of excitement, but I want to create calmness on the place board, and I've been doing that in a lot of different ways, but this is one of my favorite ways to do it, where he is just stuck to it and he has to stay there. Nice job, bud. So I just did kind of like a half circle around the place cot, and he stayed there. He did watch me. He like turned his head, but he stayed in that sit, which I didn't ask him to do, which is pretty cool. Place. Good. Good job. I'm not rewarding there because his front 2 feet came off, and I don't want him to like step off and then get back on and then get rewarded for that. I'm very cautious about creating patterns of behavior for him unintentionally, because he is a very smart boy. That's why I've done what I've been doing with the way that I allow him to receive attention from me. It's almost like he needs to kind of politely ask permission to do so. If he can't do it politely, then we don't get it. So he is picking up on that pretty quickly, and patterns are very important to dogs in general, but especially super smart little puppies like Teddy. I want him to be able to stay there while I walk around, while I'm talking, while I'm doing nothing. We want it to be as like versatile as possible, and he is doing a fantastic job with this right now. He's not I think that was an accident. His paw coming off, that one paw coming off just now. I think he was like, oops, my bad. But I am just making sure that he stays on here while I move around and while I talk. Good boy. And as he gets better at this, I will start to expect a down, or even like a sit to start and then a down. But he's been doing awesome with all of his skills that he's been working on. If you have any questions, let us know. We'll see you in his videos for next week.